Are you getting anything at all?
I'm getting a signal. Let me run up and grab my headphones and listen to it on the stream real quick.
What's that?
I'm going to run up and grab my headphones.
Okay. But you think you're getting it?
I think I am, yeah.
Okay, good. I'll be very unbiased. It'll be on the St. Francis TV network. What kind of call was that? These Wildcats are getting every break in the world. What the hell's this guy Oh, I'm going to be like, Indiana Wesleyan is getting every break in the world. Hey, this is his option. Now, I can't control Audrey, but he says he says. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. From the home of the Cougars, University of St. Francis, it's Cougar basketball. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Test test test. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. 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 Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. Test test test. Testing 1 2. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Testing 1 2. Roger. I don't know what this thing is. I don't want to install this thing.
Install later.
Just keeps doing the same thing. Get that out of there. Huh? He's not getting me. He's got to get some other equipment. I want to get this hooked up. Do it again?
What was it going on in the national championship?
Roger. I don't know what it's doing now. It's got 18 radio stations on here. I want 860.
Want to call that one?
Yeah. Okay. Hello. 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 Hey, guess what's happening? They're actually considering putting me on the St. Francis TV network. they don't know what they're getting themselves into. Oh my. You sound okay? Okay, what do you got? About 12:20 back there, about 12:23? Well, if we're okay, just go ahead and hook me up, then we'll take it at 11:45. If you get any kind of crazy scores and stuff, just go ahead and send them to my other phone, my cell phone. All right? Feed the queue, babe. Thanks. Okay.
Ethan, obviously every game you play becomes a big game again. St. Francis, one of
pretty nice, man. Give me a Pepsi or a Coke. Can you find me one? I want diet. Regular Pepsi.
If they don't let us back, you're fired. Hey, I have the authority to do that now.
What kind of call was that? We never get a call at St. Francis.
Please, Today's broadcast is sponsored by Tony Island. The whole time, dude. Hey, some people have dogs as animals, some have dogs as players. We have them as food.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, sir.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I'm gonna put my headphones in just so I can hear it.
Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Roger. Check app. Go ahead. Test. Testing. Go ahead. Test. Go ahead. Test. Yep, we're good. Okay. St. Francis for the referees. We're good. Should have the starters up there pretty quick. I should have told that guy, I've been on probation 5 times. Maddie Lawrence was horrible the other night. You should have seen her. Didn't score a point. 0 for 10. I don't know how we won. We got Davis, knee gone. We got Maddie Lawrence 0 for 10. And Damon hit 7 shots in a row from 3-point line. And they were bombs. I was going nuts. He's got to get Drexler playing. She just looks like she's unhappy and and the problem is her dad aids and abets that, He's got to say, listen, you're going to play. That's she was on a state championship team. No banners allowed in here. No banners. Temperature difference from this room to that other room are about 25 degrees. actually 8:56. Drexler. Him and Scotty. Scotty Hunt. Not going to do in the Giants either. Scotty Hunt's here, no Giants.
Drexler not like doing the radio for the women's games?
Huh?
Does Drexler not like doing the radio for the women's games?
I think he likes watching his daughter. And what he might say on the air.
Yeah.
Because he's so ridiculous sometimes. Should get an IU score. It should be about halftime. Nebraska, I think. Four-point game.
Hey, can I borrow this?
Long way down here. You ain't gonna get back up for a while. Let's go down.
How long have you been doing it?
No Marion Giant for you either, huh? I Good afternoon, basketball fans from the University of St. Francis here in downtown Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's Indiana Wesleyan University basketball. Today, the Wildcats, who are tied with St. Francis for third place in the Crossroads League, take on St. Francis. St. Francis comes into the basketball game 2-1 in the conference, 5-4 on the year. The Lady Wildcats are 2-1 in the conference and 8-2 on the basketball campaign. Our pregame show is brought to you by Grains and Grill. Enjoy Grant County's finest dining experience. Grains and Grill is open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays in Fairmount, Indiana. Fresh seafood on the weekends, steaks, burgers, and the home of the Hoosier Hot Plate. We'll be back to talk our pregame show, comments from Ethan Wiley, and a whole lot more right after this 60-second timeout. as I look at the Lady Wildcat basketball team warming up, I'm reminded of some of those posters from World War I when you got about half of your men who are disabled. This basketball team has been really through the wars when it comes to injuries already this year.
Yeah, they've got some adversity to get through already in the early part of the season. We see one of our seniors, Maddie, out there on crutches. It's just heartbreaking to see she's tore her ACL. We got another player in sunglasses because she's trying to get through a concussion. We got flu symptoms out here. Yeah, it's a battle scene for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things where once the injuries start, it's almost like it's a plague. Every game you expect somebody else to get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it's going to be a physical battle in Crossroads League. We know that. And when you're competing in practice, trying to become the best version of yourself that you can be, sometimes this stuff happens. But the good thing is, Ethan Whaley's got a young team, and he's got 11 freshmen and sophomores. And so they're going to get a chance to step up and play. And one of those freshmen have been really getting everything done that we want to get done. Louis Frazier has just been dominating lately. And also, we're coming off Kelly Damon's 28-point game, so we're hoping to see some big points out of them.
You talk about an interesting schedule today. Marianne is playing at Taylor. Steve Brooks going back to Taylor. Wouldn't that be something?
He's got a couple reunion stops around this crossroad.
I like that. With the reunion tour, some rock and roll band is going back around everywhere. They're 3-0 in the conference. Mount Vernon Nazarene is 3-0 in the conference. They're at Huntington. And then Indiana Wesleyan 2-1 is here at St. Francis 2-1. And Bethel 2-1 is at home to Grace. Those are the top 5 teams in the conference. So, hey, it's early in the year. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Teams are still trying to find identity and that type of thing. And Indiana Wesleyan's got some girls who are struggling a little worse than they normally would. So they're trying to find some routine in this thing. So I look for kind of a breakthrough performance for some of our Wildcats today.
One thing that you got going for you, this team has speaking of the Wildcats, such depth.
Yeah.
For instance, Maddie Lawrence, I don't think hit the rim the other night.
Yeah.
And yet you win the ball game. Now you've got Madison Davis on crutches, and they're going to find out finally on Monday the severity of her injury. You got another girl walking around with sunglasses on. She's in concussion protocol. It just doesn't end.
No, it doesn't end. Faith Jackson walking around with sunglasses on. It doesn't end. But we've had some players that are just being unbelievable. I mean, we're talking about Kelly Davis, 28.
Oh my God,
which is unbelievable. It was so fun to watch. We're kind of see what she's capable of. So she's going to have a big role today. And I think we're going to see some other freshmen who haven't seen a whole lot of minutes. They're going to have some significant time in an important game early in the season.
Yeah, this is a very interesting ball game to say the least. And we'll be back. We'll see what Ethan Whaley thinks about today's contest right after this 60-second timeout. I'm not going to try to stand up for the national anthem.
No, packed in here.
Squat for the national. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please squat for the national anthem? Who's the girl at the end of the row here?
What's that?
Who's the girl at the end of the row with the camera?
I don't know.
Well, Wildcats do have one of the deepest teams I ever remember a ladies basketball team having. Even those two national championship teams that Steve Brooks coached, but they just seem like every single game there is a disheartening injury to one of the ball players. I talked with Ethan Whaley about that and a whole lot more on our pregame interview show. It sounded like this.
Well, Ethan, obviously every game you play becomes a big game again. St. Francis, one of the teams that's top of the conference. What do you know about their basketball team?
So good, so physical, so long, so smart. You know, there's not many holes in this team's scheme or attack on either end of the ball. And as it typically does, JB, whoever can own the paint and be most productive in the paint, I think is going to have a really good day.
Talk to us about your injury. It doesn't really look too good for that senior.
Yeah, Maddie Davis kind of had just a weird sequence of plays there, and kind of hurt her knee in the first, I think it was late first quarter the other night. So we're not sure what she hasn't gotten an MRI or anything, but a lot of the initial tests indicate torn ACL. But you know, we're still praying, we're still hopeful that it's not as severe, and we're just gonna wait till we get the images and see what the doctors say.
One thing you are a deep basketball team, and not that you want to lose anybody, but at least this next girl up, right?
Yeah, next girl up, and that's what we've talked about. And honestly, you said it well. Like there's a lot of players that can step up and fill the roles that Maddie did. Obviously, Maddie was an incredible leader for us. We talk a lot about her mouthpiece or how she talks on the floor. That's going to be a huge void that somebody needs to step up and fill. But you know, we're excited for new challenges and new opportunity today. People are going to get opportunities to step up. We'll see what happens.
Maybe just come out and hit 7 straight threes to start the game again.
That's the game plan. Kelly, just shoot. That's right.
Okay, so this basketball game today, as you get out here on the road, this is not, to me, it's not an imposing place. It's a big place. I don't think it would be that imposing to play here.
You know, I don't think, JB, I could be wrong, but in my time on the men's staff and then my time on the women's side, I have never left a game, I think, with like a victory over like 7 points. You just never feel like it's crisp. You never feel like you played as well as you could. And obviously that's a huge credit to St. Francis, the men's and women's staff, because of the way they prepare, the way that they coach and lead their teams. It's just always a gutsy game on both sides from both teams. So I expect it to be very much the same today.
Okay, so with the injury and everything else going on, who starts today for the Lady Cats?
Yeah, we're gonna adjust some things. So Kelly Damon's gonna start at the point. Lily Frazier's gonna start today. Then we're gonna go Bailey Van Dyke, Claire Merrill, and Jade Nutley's gonna start for Maddie Morris today.
Better cast the thousands after that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good luck on the trip up here to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I wish I would have just shown you on our vehicle and taken you over to Coney Island, because we had the best pre-game meal we'd ever had.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll just go ahead and have my Subway and think about little Coney dogs, JB.
Hey, I'll see us after a victory.
All right, man.
We'll have more of our pregame show right after this 60-second timeout.
Basketball season is here, sports fans. With the leaves falling and the weather getting colder, it's time to grab the family for some fun inside Lucky Arena. With both the Indiana Wrestling men's and women's teams ranked in the AI Top 15, Lucky Arena is filled with exciting basketball you won't want to miss. So grab your loved ones, head to IWU.com to check out the schedule and find your next Wildcat basketball game to attend. Cold weather is no fun this time of year, but you know what is fun? A properly operating heating system from Ashmore Heating and Cooling in downtown Marion. Give Mark and Lee a call to 365-19,000 and have your house as warm and toast as you want it. And no doubt, it's not too early to talk to Mark about having that cooling system checked for spring and summer. Keeps you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. That's the job of Ashmore Heating and Cooling in downtown Marion.
Back we are here at the University of St. Francis, right around 3 minutes before tip-off time. Let's give you the starting laps again for the Lady Wildcats. At 1 forward, a 6-foot freshman from Madison, Jade Nutley, her first starting assignment of her career. At a guard, Kelly Damon, who just came off a 7 3-pointer performance, 28 points, a career high. She is a 5'9" senior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, so she's looking forward to playing up here today. Meanwhile, the other 3 starters are Bailey Van Dyke, a 5'10" junior out of Kalamazoo, Michigan, Claire Merrill, who is a 5'9" sophomore out of Kokomo, and Lily Frazier, who can put the ball in the basket. She is a 5'10" freshman out of Winnemac, Indiana. For the Lady Cougars, I'll go with Emily Parent. She is a 5'7" freshman from right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Also at a starting forward position, Cassidy Crawford, a 6-foot junior out of Tipton, Indiana. Third starter at a guard is Sydney Crow. She is a 5'9" senior out of Greenwood, Indiana. And the other 2 starters are both up front. Mia Kunkel, she is a 6'1" junior out of Albion, Indiana. And Regain Pate, a 5'8" sophomore out of Granger, Indiana. The Lady Cougars are coached by Jason Ridge, now in his 7th year with the program here at St. Francis. That does it for our pregame show. We've got a whole lot of basketball coming your way. First the ladies and then the men. Should be a great day for both basketball games. All these teams are fighting for top positions in the conference, and we'll be back with basketball right after this 2-minute timeout.
When you break it down, most hospitals institutions don't have much to cover. That's like customer services delivery. Important civil rates because it's sitting ranked 9% a year. And no one is serving you. They pride themselves on signature service for the personal touch, from checking and saving accounts to IRAs and loans. Help the fortunes for the personal touch. Not a touch-rated option. Workers Federal Credit Union, Western Avenue, Marion. Member USF. Sports fans, it's time to pack lucky. That's right. On December 20th and December 22nd, Indiana Wrestling Network giving all Grant County residents free tickets. That's right, free tickets on December 20th and December 22nd. Bring your entire family, your neighbors, and all of your friends. And pack lucky for free Wildcat basketball for all Grant County residents. Visit IWUWildcats.com for the complete schedule and more details. Hi, this is Brad Eagle, Administrator. Facility has a legacy of excellence built upon our desire. Basketball season is here, sports fans.
Anthem from here at the downtown gymnasium of the University of St. Francis as we get set for women's basketball, the men to follow. Got a big doubleheader coming your way today, and we'll be back with the opening tap right after this 2-minute timeout.
Full time is the best time to see Dave Robertson, S1 Tire of Grant County, 16th to the bypass of Marion. Dave knows what won't be long until we're with the slope. So now's the time to have your car serviced by Dave Robertson. That's County sports fans. It's time to pack lucky. That's right. On December 20th and December 22nd, Indiana Wrestling Athletics is giving all Grant County residents free tickets. That's right, free tickets on December 20th and December 22nd. Bring your entire family, your neighbors, and all of your friends. And pack lucky for free Wildcat basketball for all Grant County residents. Visit IWUWildcats.com for a complete schedule and more details. God so loved the world when he gave his one and only son, but whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. You've seen it on signs, you've heard it quoted, and of the word not another servant but with an encounter with God. If you want to see your life change, then join us on Sundays at 8:35, 10, or 11:15 for one of our services. We're online at theriver.cc. The River Church located at 759 South Lindsay Avenue, Maryland. Basketball season is here, sports fans. With the leaves falling and the weather getting colder, it's time to grab the family for some fun inside Lufkin Arena. With both the Indiana Wrestling men's and women's teams ranked in the AI Top 15, Lufkin Arena is filled with exciting basketball you won't want to miss. So grab your loved ones and IWUWildcats.com to check out the schedule and find your next Wildcat basketball game to attend.
At 1 o'clock, you're listening to 860 WMRI Marion. Good news for Notre Dame right now. Baylor is blowing out Oklahoma State in the second quarter, 14-3 in the championship in their conference. If Oklahoma State loses that ball game, Notre Dame's got an outside chance of getting in the national tournament. Tap off to St. Francis. They go right to left on our radio dial, and here we go. And the Cats steal the ball. Long pass now. Merrill going to go the other way. Drop it off inside. Layup by Frazier is good. Lily Frazier is just playing better and better every game.
Yeah, you got to love what you see out of that freshman. What a perfect start for the Wildcats.
Cats doing some pressing like they did the other night against the Goshen Maple Leafs. 30 seconds into the game and a 2-0 Wildcat lead. Now a three-pointer out of the wing. Way long. No good. Ball on the deck. Jump ball. And that should be Wildcat basketball.
Yeah, and that's the one thing with one of the perks of having the depth that the Wildcats have is that you can do some things like pressing, and you don't have to worry about bodies. Even with our injuries, I know Coach Whaley is excited about getting some more playing time out of some people who haven't been on the floor much.
2-0 lead. Let's just hope Damon's got that three-point shot working again. She's got the ball now, circling outside. Now a three-pointer by Merrill. Good!
Perfect.
And the Cats off to a 5-0 lead. That kind of helps, doesn't it?
Three-point shooting fixes a lot of things.
Little nuisance press thrown on by the Cats here. 1 minute into the game, and they lead it 5-0. Outside now with the basketball. They drop it down low inside. Trying to drive with the ball. No place to go. Almost a 3-second call. Now St. Francis driving, shooting, and a foul is called, and that's going to be a shooting foul, and going to the free throw line is Sidney Crow, the senior out of Greenwood, to shoot two. Foul was whistled on the Wildcats. Willie Frazier, that is his first, and two free throws coming at the line for Sidney Crow.
And right at the gate, you see a really free throw is good. See an aggressive defensive attack from the Wildcats, double teaming at a lot of places, especially when the ball went in the post. It was a double team, so that should disrupt a lot of things the Cougars want to do.
5-1 game, make it a 5-2 game. Again, elsewhere this afternoon, Mount Vernon at Huntington, Marion at Taylor, and the other ball game has the Spring Arbor basketball team playing at Goshen. Shot up and no good, down low by the Cats. That was missed by Nutley. Now we got a jump ball. That should be St. Francis basketball.
Yeah, one thing you mentioned pregame too, JB, was how many different lineups the Wildcats have had
Oh
this
my
year.
gosh!
And for the first time this year, Jordan Reed starting on the bench, and I talked to Willie about that. He said he just wants to have her as a spark plug to come off the bench.
Cats have really extended their press now, but St. Francis breaks it easily. Comes across the line. They trail it 5-2 on the wing. Three-pointer for the tie is no. Thrown up and missed by Pate. Young lady out of Granger, Indiana. Cats with a rebound. Frazier made us go coast to coast. Brings it out to Merrill. Merrill comes top of the key. Boy, they're guarding Damon. They're not going to let her shoot threes like she did the other night.
Oh, they saw that film.
Trying to go with the basketball. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Nutley. Down low now. Shot clock down to 7. Here's Damon. There's the three. And wow. Wow. Well, she hit 8 the other night, scoring 28 points, and she's got one today, and it's an 8-2 Wildcat lead. 2.5 minutes into this ball game.
I thought for sure that was getting blocked.
That was nothing but shot that just got off. Here's a horrible shot thrown up and missed by Parrott out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Cats with the rebound. Merrill across the line, cross-court pass. Damon stopping, driving, shooting, missing a wide-open layup. Oh, you got to make that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When she's hitting threes like she is, a little pump fake's going to get her to the rim, just what we wanted. But
at least she thought the shot was going to be contested and was going to be a foul, but there wasn't. Now the Cats kicked the ball, so it will be St. Francis ball out of bounds. Boy, in the outside room where they have the concession stands and everything else, it's about 95, and in here, it's about 30 degrees.
Do you want to wear my jacket, JV?
I'm about to get ready to put mine on. You're now at the basketball as Parrott. Cats lead at 8-2. They're off to a great start so far in this ball game. Trying to go with it now. They're really pushing that offense outside. Now driving with the ball, Parrott. Coming across the line, and a steal by the Cats, and they're running in a foul.
Beautiful. Another steal by the Cats. Defense looks really good, doesn't it? Really sharp, really aggressive. I like when a team comes out and sets the tone of how tough this game's going to be.
Nate got the foul. They got a young lady coming in, Kaylee Fueling, 5'5" freshman out of Decatur, Indiana, and sitting down will be Parrott. 6:48 to go, first quarter. We play quarters in women's collegiate basketball. 10-minute quarters, and the Cats lead at 8-2. A lot of people don't realize that we now have a much longer three-point line.
Right,
Cats threw the ball into the cheerleaders, and that's out of bounds.
That's something that hasn't really been talked about much, the extension of the three-point line.
Well, it's something that they voted on, and it's amazing because the girls have just picked it up, and what the heck?
Yeah.
Damon hit 8 the other night, 7 out of 8 at one time.
I have not talked to a coach yet that has not been in favor of that rule.
There's a three-pointer up and in by Payne. So she hits the three, and that cuts the lead down to 3. Damon across the line, Nutley. Nutley on the outside, now Frazier. Oh, boy, getting knocked to the floor is Damon. We don't need any more injuries. Now Nutley down low. Nutley outside now. Trying to go, can't. Frazier down inside. Trying to get a spot and put it up and in. That was a tough shot.
Great patience, too, by the freshman. Work that pivot foot and find yourself an open layup.
10-5 lead for the Cats. Got some subs coming in. We have 5:46 to go in the opening quarter, and they stepped out of bounds. Things are going the Wildcats' way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting it done on the defensive end.
Well, the big question is, how'd you like Coney Island hot dogs?
Man, great place. Nostalgic.
107 years that place has been in downtown Marion.
That's amazing.
Well, not Marion. I wish it was in downtown Marion. Downtown Fort Wayne. On the outside with the basketball, driving inside, turning, shooting, and missing an easy shot. It's Jordan Reed, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that will be St. Francis ball. How did she miss that shot?
That's right in her wheelhouse, and that was a turnaround jumper for Jordan Reed.
Cats got it going on right now. 10-5 lead. 5:29 to go here in the opening quarter. They are ranked coming in, 13th ranked team in the nation. St. Francis receiving votes in the latest poll. They drive inside, and it's going to be a blocking foul called, and they're going to call that foul on number 22 for the Wildcats. And, hang on. We don't have a 22 out there, do we?
Yes,
we do.
just went in.
Haley Rose.
Yeah,
okay.
She just went in.
I thought he had gotten the wrong number. That's her first foul. Team second. They're pretty well letting them play right now. Right. 5:19 to go in the opening quarter. Cats up by 5. On the wing, outside with the basketball. Looking to go, Kunkel. And now whistles blown. What do we have here?
It's going to be on Haley Rose again, I believe. I was watching them battle. It's one of those things.
That again is on Rose. That's her second.
Yeah, and she only averages about 2 minutes a game, so Coach really said she was going to be kind of push out of her comfort zone in here and see what she could do. And I don't know, it's one of those good fouls that can go either way. 2 people battling for position. I've never understood why it's a defensive penalty every time.
Chloe McKnight, a 5'8 freshman out of Bedford, Indiana, just checked in for them. They have a lot of players. They'll play a lot of players. They look. They just about don't get the ball in bounds. Now driving on the wing, outside, no place to go. Cats playing great defense, 3-pointer up and good. Knocking that shot down for the second three of her evening is Pate, and now cut the lead to 2. A lot of three-pointers so far. Yes. The ball outside. This is Rose. Now a three-pointer. Merrill, nope. And they got the rebound, a chance to tie it to their lead. And they luckily, just at the last second, saw the pass coming. We had an 8-ball game. Outside with the basketball, trying to go with it, is Filling. Had the ball knocked away and taken away. Cats playing good defense. Now they get a 2-on-1. Not inside, horrible pass thrown out of bounds. Man, oh man. I don't know why that time as they came down the floor, Jordan Reed just didn't take it to the basket.
Yeah, I thought she had an easy layup. She threw a bullet pass across the court and went out of bounds.
Checking in for the Cats will be Riley Parker, and also checking in Adriana Trexler. I think those are the only 2 new players, yes. Cats up by 2, 4:16 to go opening quarter from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Well, we had a wild football game here this year, won on the last play of the game by a senior kicker for the Wildcats who nailed about a 50-yarder. They go inside, put up a shot, no, but a foul, and they're going to be shooting 2 here. And that foul is going to be whistled on number 23, Jordan Reed. That's her first, the team's 4th. Again, you get 5 fouls in a quarter. That would put them in the bonus the next time the Cats foul.
Not ideal.
So 2 free throws coming. First one is no good. This at the free throw line for them is now Fueling, and she is now 0 for 1. They've made 2 field goals, and they're both threes. This free throw is good. So the lead one time was 5. It's now down to 1. Cats with the basketball. I got a feel this is going to be a very close ball game.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the outside with the ball, Damon. Got that three-point shot working. Now on the wing, get to Merrill. Merrill drives inside, lost the ball, got it back, put it up in the air.
Great play.
Merrill's got 5, and the Cats got a 3-point lead. 3:35 to go first quarter. Men's basketball game to follow, and that should be a doozy. You don't know, St. Francis was overwhelmingly ranked number 1 and got destroyed the other night. Here's a steal by the Wildcats. Coming down, driving inside, putting a shot up and missing a wide open layup. That's the second time that's happened. Was Jordan Reed. My goodness.
Yeah, it just looks like she's kind of second guessing herself out there, maybe thinking a little too much. Those are definitely plays that are right in her wheelhouse. We saw
coming out and coming in for the Wildcats is Frazier. And also we got a substitution for the Cougars as Crawford is back in the lineup. The Cats are making that nuisance press work.
Yeah.
Across the line they come. Driving all the way down. Now she's got a major hole. Now a three-pointer up and not even close. No good on the shot by Pate. Rebound Cats and a foul. And they're calling that foul on number 11. That is Chloe McKnight, 5'8" freshman out of Bedford, Indiana. Her first and the team's second. Cats lead it 12-9. Coach giving some instructions to the ball club, and here we go. Outside with the basketball, trying to drive is Frazier. Went inside and got another one.
And she finds ways to score.
Boy, she is some tough freshman. She's got 6, and the Cats have their biggest lead now, equaling their biggest lead at 5. Good defense being played right now. Cats all over them defensively.
Yes.
Outside with it, this is Crawford. 15 on the shot clock. Driving, and that's a reach-in foul going to be called on Reed, and that's going to be her second. So Reed and Rose both have 2 fouls right now. Cats getting a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, and that's kind of the risk you take when you play aggressive defense like this. Is every time you touch them now, they're going to get at least 1 free throw.
Coming into the game is Lexi Sheldon, a 5'9" freshman out of Corsville, Indiana. Also coming back on the floor, well, the first time she's been out there is Maddie Lawrence. Yep. And this will be free throws coming now to St. Francis. Going to the line is Crawford, putting the first one up and hit it. They've only made 2 field goals in the whole ball game, and those were both threes. They haven't made a 2-pointer yet.
Just a bunch of free throws.
Yeah, they've made 1, 2, 3, 4 free throws. This would be the 5th, and that free throw is good. So Crawford hits 2. They got 5 points at the free throw line, and it's now a 14-11 game. Cats up by 3. 2:36 to go here in the opening quarter of play from Fort Wayne, Indiana, downtown Fort Wayne, University of St. Francis.
And
Outside is Frazier.
Maddie Lawrence checks in. She's been struggling with some flu-like symptoms.
We need to get her going. She was absolutely could not make a shot the other night. Now she goes inside and missed that one. Rebound on the deck. And jump ball, and that should be cat ball, I believe. Yeah, cat ball. Yep. Good call. I mean, they've now missed 3 pretty easy shots.
Yes, absolutely.
You're shooting from 1 foot out. You ought to be able to bank that in. What was that 20? What was he signaling? I have no idea what he was doing. Not a foul. Oh, 20's on the shot clock.
Okay.
Now they look. They inbound the basketball. Frazier driving inside. Went up and got it. Fouled. Man, she is unbelievable. She got 8 in the first quarter.
She is doing just everything. Lily Frazier is driving hard to the rim, and she's got that nice finishing touch where she keeps it out away from the body. It makes it really hard to block.
So she got a free throw coming here. This could give the Cats their biggest lead of the ball game. And the free throw is good. She has got 9. Cats lead it 17-11. 2:11 to go in the first quarter. And they're bringing it to St. Francis right now.
Yes.
Across the line. Very tough defense by Merrill. Now they throw it down on the wing. Bring it back outside. Cats playing some really in-your-face defense right now. St. Francis trying to go. Can't. This whole offense is outside the three-point line.
Yes.
Down to the final seconds on the shot clock, and they will not get a shot off. How about that defense?
Great defense. They never got inside the three-point line. Just tremendous aggressive defense.
Got some early scores for you here. Marion beating Taylor 12-9. Mount Vernon over Huntington 21-12. Grace over Bethel 16-5. All the scores courtesy of Best One Tire with 3 Grant County locations. Boy, the Cats playing some great defense there. Frazier looks like she's going to try to score again. It was Damon the other day. Today it's Frazier. Trying to go with it. Now Lawrence, Maddie. Backing, turning. Putting the shot up and just a bank in. And out of bounds. And last touch by, I believe, St. Francis.
Yep, good stay. And again, a shot that we would normally make right there around the rim.
That's 4 shots they've missed from 1 foot. And yet they lead it 17-11. 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. Inbounding the basketball. Here's Frazier. Got hammered. She'll shoot 2 more free throws.
Yep.
My goodness, has she become a heck of a weapon. So that foul was called on Crow. Her first, team's third. And to the free throw line now will go Frazier to shoot 2. This would give her 11 points if she makes them both, but she misses the first one. So the best she can do now is make it a 7-point lead. And that free throw is good. Cats have missed just 1 free throw. They lead it 18-11. Ones are wild. 1-1 to go here in the opening quarter, and the Cats have really come out and brought it to St. Francis. Circling with the basketball, trying to drive inside. No place to go. Bottom of the backboard was Parrott, but they called a foul. This gentleman has called about every foul in the ball game.
He has.
That was called on Maddie Lawrence. That'll be her first. And to the free throw line for 2 shots goes Parrott. Again, believe it or not, they have not made a 2-point shot in this game. And the free throw is good.
They're making up for it at the free throw line.
So it's now an 18-12 ball game. 1 more free throw coming. And they're making their free throws. That's good. They're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8 from the line. And that's why they're only down 5. Otherwise, they'd be really out of this game early.
Wildcats have only shot 3 free throws.
Less than a minute to go first quarter. Cats with an 18-13 lead. Frazier has been unstoppable. Gets the ball down low. This is Van Dyke. Now back to Frazier. Frazier circling. Cross-court pass. Down low now. Now outside, three-pointer is no good. Boy, it looked like it was good to go all the way by Riley Parker, but just kind of nudged its way out of there. Now they put up a three, and they missed it. And a rebound taken down by the Cats on the missed three by Parrott. 23 seconds to go first quarter. I would hold it for one here. Frazier driving, though. Going inside, triple T.
Nice
gets it off. Merrill went inside and scored.
Great cut. Willie Frazier drilled baseline, got in trouble, turned around and saw our teammate come down the middle. Beautiful play.
Merrill's got 7, down to 2, down to 1, and there is the end of the first quarter of play on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. You got to like what you're watching. Indiana Wesleyan 20, St. Francis 13, quarter number 2 after this 60-second timeout. We got a lot of depth. You know it? Yeah, a lot of depth.
Absolutely.
Come on, Drexler. That girl ought to be taking it inside.
Yes.
Got an update on some scores after one quarter of play. As expected, Marion 18, Taylor 13, the return trip to the Taylor University Donolo Arena for Coach Brooks. After one quarter of play, Mount Vernon 21 and Huntington 15. And boy, Grace is really taking it to Bethel 18-5 after one quarter of play. So right now, basketball about as we expected.
Yeah, absolutely. Grace continuing their dominating performance. They're making a real run out of this year. Did some great recruiting. So today the Wildcats are going to have their hands full, both men and women's. Wildcats with a 7-point lead. Thankfully, we get to reset the fouls, get out of the free throw trouble. They're really allowing St. Francis to good. So hopefully if our aggressive defense can continue, it should be good.
Roger, you don't often see this. They did not make a 2-point shot in that whole first 10 minutes of basketball. Garrett on the outside trying to go with it. Cats have played about 12 players already, and they've all played well. Now trying to drive inside. Good defense, but a shot up and in. Buckle made a nice move, and there's their first 2-pointer of the ball game. Back in the lineup for the Wildcats, by the way, is Nutley and also Trexler. Trexler's got the ball now, brings it outside. Here now Frazier, now on the wing. Here's a three-pointer up and go by Nutley.
Wow, what a shot.
And now the Cats have their biggest lead at 8.
The fans here are just dying for foul calls on this aggressive defense for the Wildcats.
Their coach is screaming about something. And the tackle down here by the Cats. And the foul is called on Riley Parker, and that will be her first.
That looked like a jump ball to me.
I'll tell you, the Cats have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fouls to 3 for St. Francis, but they are playing aggressive basketball.
Yeah.
Looking. Finally got the ball in bounds at about 18 seconds. Here's a shot up and not even close. Rebound by Trexler. Now he gets it, knocks it off to Damon. Damon across the line. Frazier cut off. Now outside and threw the ball in the stand. That was just way too high a pass.
Yeah. Rare turnover for the Wildcats this game.
You know, if you throw it over Trexler's head, you're throwing it high.
Exactly. Look at this press right here.
Go to the River Church and I buy a lemonade from her right before the service every Sunday, and she's about as tall as I am. 23-15, Cats up by 8. Had a chance there to go up double digits. 8:41 to go in the half. Outside with the basketball, circling, looking, going up. Foul is called again. The Cats just can't get out of this foul difficulty situation. And now Sidney Crow's going to go to shoot 2. Flat foul is whistled on Frazier. That's a big call because that's going to send her to the bench with 2 fouls. 2 now on Rose, 2 now on Reed, 2 now on Frazier. At the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws is Sidney Crow, and the first one's no good. I got a feeling the men's game today is going to be a war. W-A-R. That free throw is good.
There's definitely some animosity there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 10 at the free throw line. But they trail up by 7, and the Cats with the ball. Damon, a 3 in the air. Hello. Wow. Man, has she been shooting.
She's unbelievable.
10-point lead. Frazier and Damon just taking it to him right now. 10-point Cat lead. They drive all the way down the floor, put up a wild shot, no good. Rebound is up and in. Nice putback that time by Kunkel. Kunkel can take it to the rim. She's 6'1" out of Albion. Cut the lead to 8. Here now in the out court is Merrill. Now drop it down low. There's a pass and a shot up and in by Nutley, and she's got 5.
Great steal by Nutley, and Trexler knew it right away when she got it.
The coach is yelling about. He's gotten every call in the ball game, and he's still screaming at the ref.
I know it.
10-point lead.
Falcao is 8-4. Leads it all.
And they threw the ball out of bounds.
And that's one thing this press can do, this little Mooses press, is it kind of get you rattled, kind of get you thinking about every pass and every dribble. That is 7 turnovers already for the St. Francis Cougars.
But Tima Valentini is coming in now, a 5'7" sophomore out of Spain. So we'll see what she can do. 10-point Cat lead, 7:33 to go in the first half. They're playing really good basketball right now. Outside Nutley. Nutley looking to go, gets it off to Damon. Every time Damon touches the ball, I expect her to score.
Seriously.
Now here's a 3 by Trexler. No good, a little bit long.
What a rebound. Great rebound by Kelly Damon again, just crashing on top.
8, now we're up 12. Well, I mean, we're taking it to them right now.
Yes.
Cats up 30-18. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Block shot. And the Cats tried to save it but couldn't. Hey, don't forget we have Marion Giant basketball tonight. They're at Hamilton Southeastern, and Tim George will have to call that ball game beginning at 7 o'clock tonight on the voice of the Giants, 1400 WBAT. Of course, right after this one, we'll have the men's basketball battle between the number 1 ranked team in the nation that just got beat, St. Francis, and number 7, Indiana Wesleyan. St. Francis right now is 10-1 on the year. The Cats are 9-1 on the year, but the Cats are in first place in the conference. They inbound the basketball. Outside now, they drop it off to Crow. Crow on the wing. Trying to go with it, no place to go. Shot clock down to 10. Now they're going to put up a 3, and no, long. This shot by Kunkel, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and did the Cats lose it?
Yeah, just knocked it out of bounds, uncontested. Dropped the rebounds out of bounds. Can't have that.
They've had the ball down here for an hour.
It does feel like that.
Look at Maxwell walking in. The first guy walking in looks like Bill Walton. It's a big basketball team. So looking to inbound the basketball. They look, and Drexler nearly stole it. For a foul. My goodness gracious, we can't get a call here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fouls on the Cats and 3 on the Cougars.
And again, it's a foul 10 feet on the other side of half-court line. Just not.
Yeah, that's not a foul you want called on you.
No.
We're down to 6:40 to go in the first half of play, and the Cats are up by a dozen, playing really sound basketball right now. Can't get a call, but everything else is going their way. Now they drive inside. There's an air ball thrown up and missed. And the ball is on the deck, and finally it's going to be, boy, did you see Nutley go after that ball?
I was waiting for someone to get on the floor.
I think that's going to be their ball, though, right? Yeah. Oh, no, it's our ball. Well, I'm telling you, Nutley went after that like they threw a bag of candy out there on the floor.
Well, I'd have been out there if that was the case.
Wow. Not only are they playing great offense, they have held this ball club to 4 field goals in the whole first half.
And that'll get your offense rolling. You know, when you can cause turnovers, play solid defense, that really gets momentum going.
30-18, Trexler. Now Damon, who can't miss, puts up a 3. Goodness. She looks like Jimmy Rail. I'm dating myself.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little more modern.
High loft shot and a timeout on the floor.
I was going to say Steph Curry like this.
Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Can the Cats play any better than this? 33-18 Lady Cats. We're back in 30 on 860 ESPN Radio. Conover got his head shaved. See that haircut? Marine boot camp.
Yeah. That's nasty.
Well, you can't ask for any more than what Damon's giving you this week. 28 points the other night. She's got 11 already in this one.
She looks like the most confident person on the floor. That was a high-level move that you don't see very often. Just a crossover to a step-back three, and that didn't touch anything but the bottom of the net. That got things rolling.
How about this? Taylor giving Marion all they want right now with Taylor. 26-25, the first place Marion basketball team up by only one with 2:30 to go in the opening half of play. Meanwhile, Mount Vernon Nazarene tied for the conference lead. They lead at Huntington, but by only 3. 32-29, 3:15 to go in the first half. Grace all over Bethel big time, looking for their first conference win. Bethel 2-1. That's a big upset right now.
Yes.
29-8. All the scores are courtesy of Best One Tire with locations in Upland, Indiana, also in downtown Marion and on the Marion Bypass. 15-point Wildcat lead. On the outside with the basketball, this is now Dunnick. Dunnick checking in out of Uniondale.
Quadruple team to the post.
And about threw the ball away. Now 13 seconds on the shot clock. There's a shot.
That's got to go. Great call by the refs. Glad we got one there.
Boy, they are playing basketball today.
Yes.
They really on it.
Yeah.
That's the second foul on Sidney Crow. You don't come in here. Well, you heard what Coach said in the pregame. He said, men's or women's basketball on this floor, since he's been coaching at Indiana Wesleyan, he hasn't seen a game won by more than 7 points. Well, right now, they're up by 15. Here now on the outside is Lawrence trying to go. She just can't get a basket to fall this week.
No,
pass her away. They got a run out down here, put a shot up and in. No, that was just a bad pass.
Yeah, you just hate those turnovers that are just on top of the three-point line. There's just no sense in them. This can be maddening for a coach.
McKnight got a breakaway there. Cats still up by 13, though. They had a chance to go up 17 or 18 just that moment. Outside with the ball now is Maddie Lawrence. Now Merrill. Outside Van Dyke. Van Dyke looking to go, driving, stopping, no place to go. Nobody getting open. Now they finally clear it outside down to Lawrence. Shot clock down to 5. Lawrence driving inside, putting it up and getting fouled. No call. They got the rebound. Now a steal by the Cats. First and 10 on the 20. They still have the basketball. This game is getting really physical. Outside of 3 is no. Rebound Cats. Boy, this game is physical.
Yes.
I mean, real physical. They have called 4 fouls on St. Francis in the whole game.
And Coach Williams is going to take a look at this thing.
Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. 4:26 to go in the opening half on the Cats. 33. St. Francis 20. We're back in 30 on 860 ESPN Radio. Well, you couldn't play much better.
No, shooting the ball super well. Defensively, they're just locking down. The fouls haven't gone in our favor, and so we're kind of overcoming that just by staying aggressive, and this deep rotation that we've got allows us to stay aggressive like that.
I think St. Francis has extended the defense a little bit. Now they lob it down inside. Driving, shooting, not even hitting the rim that time was Nutley. I think she thought a foul was going to come, but they're not calling fouls on St. Francis today. Ball knocked out a foul. Well, not saved by the Cats, but right into the hands of the young lady from Spain. What do we got here? Now they got to decide what the shot clock's going to look like, because I think they changed possession there. We actually possessed the ball for a second. This is a good call by the officials here. They got to decide how much time to put on that shot clock. 28 seconds, yeah, because the Cats actually did possess the ball for a moment and then threw it back right into St. Francis. Inbounding the ball now for St. Francis. This will be Dunnick. Dunnick looking, gets the ball to the young lady from Spain, Valentini. Outside now, a three-pointer is good. Knocking that down with McKnight. And suddenly, they got the lead down to 10. Cats had it up to 15 a moment ago. Here is another three by Damon. Short on that one. Rebound to the Cats, though. Damon went and got it. Every time she shoots, you think it's going to go in now.
Such a good-looking shot.
Merrill trying to go. Lost the basketball. They've really extended their defense. Outside now. Driving. Van Dyke put up. And for the shot, she was fouled on the play. And that foul is going to be called on McKnight, and that's her second. Just a common foul, though. That's the second foul on them in the second quarter. 3:30 to go in the half.
This is a big moment for the Cats here. You want to close this half out with momentum.
Yeah, you don't want to let this lead get inside of 10.
Right.
Boy, there's a drive to the hoop, putting a shot up and missing it badly, getting the rebound, though. Going up and getting fouled. And Nutley will go to the line to shoot, too. She's like a Brahma bull out there.
Yes, and only a freshman. Just can't believe how much presence she has out there.
That foul was called on Dunnick for them, her first. And Nutley will now get a couple of free throws. I think this young lady's got a lot of potential.
Yes.
Free throw is good. She played at Madison High School. And right now, she is, as a freshman, she is hard to handle.
Yeah, this is a great freshman class that Coach Willie's got here.
One more free throw coming, and it is good. The Cats up by 12. Have they led the whole game, or was there? I think there was a moment St. Francis was like 5-4, 4-3, or something.
Maybe. I remember we scored early.
They had no idea.
Yeah.
The young lady from Spain was trying to throw the ball in the wing, and the girl she was throwing the ball to had already cleared her position and was going down in the corner. Cats up now by 12. Well, there's a travel, no question. Nutley got the ball. I don't know why they even threw it to her. She was trying to clear to go down into the basket. And they threw her a pass when she was running. Either way, that was going to either be traveling or whatever. Cats needs to keep that nuisance press off.
Yes.
It's hard to play against that the entire day.
Yes.
Valentini now trying to go. Reach and foul on the Cats. This will be the team's fourth foul. That's on Merrill. Merrill picking up her first foul. No bonus yet, though.
No, thankfully.
Just the team's fourth foul. Checking back in for the Cats is going to be Riley Parker, the 5'6" sophomore out of right here in Fort Wayne. She's got to have some people here rooting for her. In fact, we got a great Wildcat crowd here today.
Yeah, that's one thing. Wildcats always travel well, especially with a big day like this for both teams.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
Doubleheader.
Yeah. Might as well do some Christmas shopping afterwards.
Shot clock is now down to 14. They put up a three, not even close. Rebound to Merrill. Well, those three-pointers are just flying over that rim. Van Dyke made us go coast to coast here. Gets it off. Driving inside, shooting, and missing a wide-open layup. My goodness, Nutley just couldn't even hit the rim there. Now what do we have? I think it's a foul on them. Wow, did we get a call there or what? What is the call? That foul is called on Crawford. Boy, we got a call there. I didn't see anybody from St. Francis even touching anybody from any other Now they're changing the call.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the refs were saying there. They switched it to Wildcat foul.
And now it's a foul on Izzy Reed. And that will be free throws coming for them. I'm not sure anybody knew what was going on there. Cats have not played a very good second quarter. They've had a lot of opportunities. They've looked at by the wayside. A lot of easy shots are missing.
Well, Lily Frazier had to sit the bench most of that second quarter with 2 fouls, and she checks in right now, so she's got to stay in foul trouble. So we'll see what Coach Willie does with her defensively.
Kunkel at the line, puts it up and hit it. Checking, that's not Kunkel, that is Pate. And Pate now has 7 in the ballgame to lead all their scores. And her second one is good. Good shooter there. She's got 8, and they're back down just like 10. You watch the game, and it feels like the Wildcats are up by 20. They're only up 10.
The foul differential is really kept them in it.
Frazier's got to watch herself now. Down low. Here's a three-pointer up, and it is no. And a rebound down outside Frazier. Frazier trying to drive. Looking, still looking, still looking, still looking. Bring it off now in the corner. This is the ball is Van Dyke. Shot clock down to 8. Van Dyke driving, turning, shooting, and scoring.
Great move. Great post move, great patience.
Van Dyke just the 5th Wildcat to score in the game. They're up by 12. 2 to go in the first half. Basketball coming your way today on 860 ESPN Radio. Down low, outside, wide open 3 is good. Knocking that down with Pregame Pate. She's now hit 3 threes, and they've got the lead down to 9.
And that's how you make an aggressive defense pay, by moving the ball like that. We double team the post, and it was a quick pass out to an open 3-point shooter.
Driving now is Frazier outside, 3-pointer up, and go!
Hit that one.
Parker, the young lady from Fort Wayne, you know that felt good.
Yes.
Cats up by 12 again on the wing. St. Francis playing a little bit more aggressively in the second quarter. I think they were sleepwalking in the first quarter. Down low, trying to drive inside.
Double.
Jump ball.
Yeah, great double team.
The double team came and they couldn't get out of it.
Yeah. That's the key with the double team. You got to time it right. And right there, she waited till St. Francis dribbled, and that's when you attack, because they can't pass it as quickly, obviously, when the ball's not in their hands.
So, coming in now, the Cougars will be Cassidy Crawford, and going out will be Dunnick. 1:14 to go in the half, and nearly a bad pass, but they saved it just at the last second. That ball is in the hands of the Cat now. Driving in to jump and get that bad pass was Parker, but she got called for traveling. Cats are playing really aggressive on the defensive end right now. Really aggressive. So with the basketball on the outside, trying to inbound the ball. Oh, they get it inside, and horrible shot, not even close, and rebound by Merrill. Merrill across the line. 1 minute to go in the first half. Cats up by 12. Here's inside. What a move by Frazier.
Crossover. Great crossover. Man, she's got a quick 1-2 dribble right there.
Now the lead's up to 14 again.
Yeah,
One
just
off
how you
the
want
biggest
it.
lead.
One more stop here.
Boy, get one stop and then score, and you're going to be a happy locker room at halftime. They come across the line, almost a moving screen there. Down low, they drive inside. The ball is loose, picked up by the Cats. Frazier's got it. Frazier driving. Frazier putting it up. Travel. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
Shot clock is now off. So they can take the final shot. Well, I didn't see Frazier travel.
No, I thought she established a pivot foot. They thought she drove it.
We have 29 seconds to go in the second quarter, and the Wildcats have a 14-point lead over St. Francis. Coming across the line now with the basketball. This is Fueling. We're down now to 19 seconds. They go a little bit of a weave. Here's Crow. Crow kick it back out to Fueling. Fueling now with 12. Drop it down inside. Nearly a steal by the Cats. Now they kick it out on the wing. Now a long three-pointer is good. Wow. Knocking that down was Pate. She's hit 4 threes in the ballgame, and that's the way the first half will end. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard at the half, the Wildcats 42, St. Francis 31. We'll have all the numbers for you right after this 2-minute timeout. Can you ask Sonical to come down here real quick so I get a quick comment from him? I'm going to get Tonical real quick.
Okay.
Let me have the headset.
Yeah.
Is that Mrs. Mangus? How you doing? You been over to Czechoslovakia yet?
Oh, yeah.
Had a good time?
Yeah.
He's doing well, isn't he? That's great.
Is he having fun?
He is having fun, yeah. Yeah, you know, it takes a while to adjust to everything, but he's rolling now.
Yeah, it took him like 5 minutes to adjust.
Yeah,
Because he came out at 28 points.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. You know, he's
I actually uttered the words I never thought I'd say the other day. I said, I'm not sure we miss him that much. We're unbelievable.
I've been watching.
That new kid they got from Florida,
Yeah. That's great.
third in the nation in three-point shooting. I mean, he did it again. I don't know how Tonical does it. Loses all these players. And amazing.
Fun. So, yeah, we've been watching them, so, yeah.
Great seeing you. Look wonderful.
He's on April or May. And then more than likely that
Coach Tonical joining us here at halftime because we won't be able to actually grab him for the pregame show. Coach, you joined the Marines. You got that hair all cut off.
Finally got a haircut, man. I'm made for radio, Jimmy.
Coach, you taking a cue from the ladies? They're playing great here today.
We just walked in and saw the last 5 minutes of it, but sure like the aggressiveness on the defensive end.
Coach, there's nothing like playing the number one team in the nation and having them get blown out the game before you have to play them, and then you got to come into their building.
Well, somebody said, do you think they'll be ready to play? I said, they're going to be ready to play us no matter what. I mean, the history we have with these guys, they're always competitive. They always want to come at us, so, we're here. Let's play it.
I went out and looked at some of their memorabilia out there and their national championship, which came back in 2010. Jeff Reckway was the coach. What's he doing now?
I believe he's still up at Northwood, the Division II in Michigan coaching, but to be honest, I'm not 100% on that.
Coach, everybody healthy, wealthy, and wise for this ball game today?
Yep, had a good week of preparation, and
I got to think a major key is to get off to a good start in this ball game and not let them just go crazy.
yeah, they're a team that when they're feeling good, they can pour it on, and they weren't feeling good the other night at Grace, but I'm sure some of that was them maybe not as focused, but we know they're going to be locked in and focused tonight.
Coach, I'm sure you watched the videotape of that game. What went wrong for them? I mean, it wasn't not just a matter of points. It was getting blown out of the gym.
I think it was kind of what went right for Grace, which was everything. Frankie Davidson's obviously playing at a high level, and just one of those nights. I think as a coach, we've all been there before.
You got a young man up there coaching, don't you?
Say what?
I said, you got a fellow Wildcat up there coaching. He was part of that.
Oh, yeah, Jordan Weiner. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
He had to be really thrilled with that. Well, Coach, everybody healthy, right?
Yep. It's been a good week.
So that's certainly good news. And, man, I hate to even talk to Ethan anymore. The team walks in, it looks like something out of World War II right now.
Yeah, he's doing a good job considering, how many girls they're down and the adjustments that they've had to make.
Coach, you just have to stay in this game early, just avoid that they're going off completely crazy, and then just to hang around and try to steal it at the end.
Well, I'd rather come out and just take it right from the beginning.
I'll go for that.
I'm going to tell my guys enough. Wait until the end. Let's come out and play hard from the beginning.
I'll go for that. There's no question about that. Well, this is obviously a really important game because if you would beat both Marion and St. Francis in the first 4 ball games on the road, that would be a feather in your cap.
Yeah, big game, big opportunity.
As far as starters are concerned, who goes today for the Cats?
Same lineup, Big Seth Maxwell with Dan Largy, Tim Adetukafe, Michael Thompson, Spencer, Piercefield. Is that all five? I thought I was missing somebody.
I love the way you do that lineup. We went to Coda Allen Hot Dogs today, and a couple of our guys forgot what they wanted to get. I was like, come on, guys, you got to know what you want when you come to this hot dog stand.
You treated us to that place years ago. The guys were asking me if it was happening.
You got to go back there with me soon because we just had a great time. That place is 107 years old.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, good luck. Let's get a victory today, and that would really put you in a great position. Congratulations on a great start to the season, and good luck to the Wildcats today.
Thanks, Jim.
Greg Tonigal joining us here at halftime of the ladies' ball game as the Cats lead it big time right here by a count of 42-31. We'll have all the numbers for you right after this 2-minute timeout.
Basketball season is here, sports fans. With the leaves falling and the weather getting colder, it's time to grab the family for some fun inside Lucky Arena. With both the Indiana Wrestling men's and women's teams ranked in the AI Top 15, Lucky Arena is filled with exciting basketball you won't want to miss. So grab your loved ones, head to IWUWildcats.com to check out the schedule and find your next Wildcat basketball game to attend.
Cold weather is so fun this time of year. But you know what is fun? A properly operating heating system from Dashboard Heating and Cooling in downtown Marion. Give Martin and all the studio 519,000 and have your house warming both if you want it. And oh yeah, it's not too early to upmark without having that cooling system check this spring and summer. Keeps you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. That's the job of Dashboard Heating and Cooling in downtown Marion. Great County sports fans, it's time to pack lucky. That's right. On December 20th and December 22nd, Indiana Wrestling Athletics is giving all Grant County residents free tickets. That's right, free tickets on December 20th and December 22nd. Bring your entire family, your neighbors, and all of your friends and pack lucky for free Wildcat basketball for all Grant County residents. Visit IWUWildcats.com for the complete schedule and more details.
Back we are here at the University of St. Francis at the halftime with the Wildcats leading at 42-31. Let's update you on some scores on the Best One Tire scoreboard check. Marion, perfect on the year in the conference at 3-0. They are leading at Taylor 33-25 at the half. Mount Vernon also 3-0 on the year in the conference, leading at Huntington, but barely. 41-37 at the half. Goshen, a team that we were very impressed with, even though the Cats beat them the other night. They are taking it to Spring Arbor 36-28 at the half. And in the other ball game, Grace, a ball team that has not won a game in the conference so far this year, they are pulling a big upset right now, leading at Bethel 38-24. All the scores courtesy of Best One Tire of Grant County. Okay, time now for our halftime show. It's brought to you by Edward Jones, financial advisor, Mark Lemming, 317 North Baldwin Avenue in Marion. Let's take a look at the numbers. First of all, for Indiana Wesleyan, hitting 55% from the floor on 16 of 29, while St. Francis just 38%. The Cats are really hitting the basket.
Yeah, and again, I think that momentum that gets you comfortable shooting shots starts on defense. When you know you're getting it done on the defensive end, it makes you a little more comfortable and a little less fearful shooting the ball, and I think we're deadly when we have that mentality.
Three-point shooting, all Wildcats. They were 6 for 11 for 55%. St. Francis just 5 of 12, 41%. The Cats only shot 5 free throws in the first half and hit 4 for 80%, while St. Francis 10 of 12 for 75%. Rebounding, all Wildcats 18-11.
Yeah, they're just getting after it, playing aggressive. Our girls are jumping on the floor. First chance is a loose ball. I I think the big thing for us is going to be turnovers. It feels like we dominated the turnover margin, but it's only 9-7. We just had a lot of silly turnovers. Again, our senior guard is out, and that's going to be tough. And then our other girl who likes to handle the ball, Maggie Lawrence, struggling with some flu-like symptoms, so she's not at 100%. So we just got to take care of the ball, make smart decisions, and we should walk away with this thing pretty comfortable with the way we're rolling.
It seemed as you watched that ball game that we were completely dominating it. I'm surprised we're only up 11 at half.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Individual numbers look like this. All their starters for the St. Francis team scored 14 for Page. He was on fire. But after that, they only had 4 out of Kunkel, 3 out of Parrott, 2 out of Crawford, and 2 out of Crow. Off the bench, they got 5 points out of McKnight and 1 point for Fueling. As far as the Wildcats are concerned, all their starters scored and had great balance. 11 for Damon, 10 for Frazier, 9 points for Merrill, 7 for Nutley, and 2 for Van Dyke off the bench. They did not get a whole lot of help off the bench. Only got a 3-pointer out of Riley Parker, so they're going to have some bench help in this second half of the ball game. Let me real quickly look at what we might have on some interesting scores. Indiana did beat Nebraska today, 68-55. So Mike Woodson and the Hoosiers are now 1-0 on the year in the Big Ten. And let's see if there's anything else here.
We got a big football score.
Well, I can't get it to come up. I had it for a second there. My phone's going crazy.
Want me to throw it, JB?
Yeah, go ahead and give it.
Baylor is winning 21-6 against Ohio State at halftime.
Well, that could open the door for Notre Dame.
That? Yes.
No question. That's
What if we had a
championship?
What if we had a Michigan-Notre Dame matchup in the playoffs?
Oh my gosh!
How good would that be?
Can you imagine?
It's getting likely.
Something else. I look for Michigan to be unbelievable tonight. Everybody said they're going to have a letdown. I think that team is for real.
I hope so.
Well, they had like a 20-point lead against Michigan State and let it get away.
Just blew it.
And that's the only game they've lost all year.
Yes. The good thing is the offensive and defensive lines are just dominant. You're going to win most of your football games with lines like that.
I felt like St. Francis really picked up what they were doing in the second quarter. What do we got to do now in the second half to respond?
For us, it's going to be taking care of the basketball. We can't give them easy layups. We've got to take care of it. And the thing is with our turnovers is so many of them were just silly turnovers, right? Passing to people who were ready for the ball. We threw it over Trexler's head one time. Just silly things like that. We got to keep up our aggressive defense without fouling. We gave them so many free points on fast breaks, layups, and then free throws. We made it easier for St. Francis in those 2 areas. So if we can take care of the basketball, stay aggressive, but not overly aggressive. The fans are sure wearing on the referees, aren't they? They want to foul on Indiana Wesleyan every time we're around the ball. So hopefully we get things rolling our way in those 2 spots.
Well, that's a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Edward Jones Financial. Mark Lemming, the second half after this 2-minute timeout.
It's getting cold outside, so now is the time to see Skip Limo at the Mary Bunker Service Department on Freeway 15 in Marion. Your vehicle will get a quick once-over. Stop by the Service Department this week and have Skip give your car, truck, or van what you need. Then you'll be ready for whatever fall brings Grant County in 2021. Mary Bunker Chevrolet. God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, but whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. See it outside, you heard it quoted, and see the light change and join us on Sundays at 8:45, 10, or 11. We're online at the River.cc, the River Church located at 759 South Windows Avenue, Maryland. Full time is the best time. Dave Robertson, one tire, 1960 for the 5 Anthem Marion. Hey, social walk, take a look at the winner win.
Roger, I look for them to throw everything but the kitchen sink at the Cats here in this third quarter. We'll see what we see.
Yeah, we're going to have to weather a storm early, that's for sure.
Cats lead it at the half, 42-31. Really playing good basketball. Got to keep it up. Here we go at the second half. Cats going right to left on your radio dial. Outside Frazier, just going to take it right inside and got hammered. No call. Ball goes out of bounds. I don't know. Am I seeing things or was she not fouled on?
I definitely thought she got hit in the body there.
They lob it into Frazier. She goes right back up inside and she scores. She has got more moves than Michael Jordan, I think.
Yes.
Man.
Just love the way she uses the pivot foot and just finds an opening against the double team there.
14 now for Frazier, and the Cats got a 13-point lead here at St. Francis. This doesn't normally happen like this.
No.
Outside with the basketball, this is Parrott. They got to guard Pate. Pate really hurt him in the first half, but now a traveling call down low on Crawford. If you take Pate out of the lineup, they didn't have a player that scored more than 4 points.
Wow.
So if they can shut her down, this should be a Wildcat game.
Yeah, she went 4 for 6 from 3.
I think Big John has now walked around and talked to everybody in the building. When they're talking to St. Francis players. Now the pass down low, inside, Boyd. Now driving inside Frazier, and it's a wide open layup. And somehow the ball out of bounds off them.
That was her easiest shot of the day.
It's about 6 shots that we've missed from 1 foot.
Yes.
Those shots got to go in.
Yes.
I don't know if they think there's a foul coming or what. Inbounding the ball, Cats under their own basket, looking. Finally getting inbounds to Frazier. Now outside, this is Nutley, who's had a great ball game. I think she's going to be playing a lot more. She went inside and
great left-handed move.
She knocked him off players down. Looked like a bowling ball with bowling pins down there.
I would not want to be matched up against her.
15-point lead equals her biggest lead. Merrill all over on the outside Parrott. Parrott now drop it down low. They drive, they look. Back outside. Now they drive inside again. Had a horrible shot to follow the Cats. We just can't get out of this foul routine.
They're calling everything right now against either West End. Yeah, that looked like less contact than what we'd had down here on Willie Frazier.
So that was Van Dyke picking up that foul, and that will be her first. And getting a couple of free throws out of this will be Crow. The problem is they're not missing their free throws.
No.
And the first one is good.
They're not missing, and we're sending them there a lot.
They hit 8 field goals in the whole first half.
Wow.
8. This free throw is no good. And rebound taken down by Nutley. Off to Frazier. Frazier flying down the floor. They go coast to coast. Now bring it outside. Three-pointer Damon.
Yeah. You knew that was, you could have said that was good as soon as she caught it, JV.
She doesn't miss anymore.
And it just looks so pretty, the high arch. And
oh my gosh.
Net splashes back to the rim after it goes through. She's beautiful.
17-point lead, and their coach is going berserk. What about? I have no idea. And the shot inside, no good. And now what do we have? Another foul.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can possibly be complaining about officiating. They have called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fouls on the Cougars in 3 quarters.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And he's screaming. So that foul was whistled down low on Van Dyke, and the first free throw is good. Just at the line now is Parrott. She's now got 3. And the second free throw is good. She now has 4. I don't think of the Cats as being that physical, but boy, they are today. No, this looks like a Division I team.
Yes, and Nutley leads the charge on that, doesn't she? She doesn't mind getting in there and banging around.
15-point Cat lead, even though they made both free throws. Van Dyke outside to Damon. Damon, now that ball was touched. No, that ball was touched. That ball was touched. Oh my goodness gracious. That was right in front of us. That's horrible.
Yep, missed that one.
That's horrible. Man, they missed that one. And Ethan is complaining as much as Ethan will complain. Here's a long three-pointer. That's no good. Missed down there by Knight. Now the ball taken away, and the Cats have it. Van Dyke gets it off to Damon. Damon long pass down to Frazier. Lob it inside. And what do we have? Foul the play?
Yeah, I think so.
Foul is going to be called on Crow, and that's her third. Nutley was flying down there like a wide receiver in the NFL, and then I got screened by the referee and two of the coaches for the Wildcats. I didn't see the play.
She caught the ball down in the paint and kind of came down on top of the St. Francis player who kind of undercut her, and she got a foul on them.
Cats with a 15-point lead and the ball, 7:27 to go in the third. At a couple of minutes after 2 o'clock, you're listening to 860 ESPN Radio, and another basket by Frazier.
Even watching her try to get open on that inbounds play, she is so shifty.
She's got 16 now, and the Cats lead it by 17 points. Wow. And a near steal is a steal. Merrill with it.
There we go.
Hammered. That foul on Parent.
Man, the defense is just stifling, isn't it?
I think they're getting very frustrated right now.
Yeah.
And their coach has one thing to yell about, and that's, I guess he thinks, is the officiating, which I don't think is hurting him in any way, shape, or form. He needs to be yelling at his players.
Right. It's Kelly Damon just launching these threes that are just hitting nothing but net. That's what needs to be worried about.
It was above the 20. Didn't we set the 20?
So what do we have here?
Let's roll! Let's roll! Let's go! 26 or 27.
What is going on here?
The shot clock. Time
Okay.
the shot clock.
I got it to 26. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Gidley helping the officials out here.
He's always one to help the officials.
Frazier on the outside. Now driving and...
See, those are the turnovers.
Cats about turned it over.
Yeah.
They had the ball knocked out of her hands, but then their player, Parrott, knocked it out of bounds.
We retain possession, but you don't want... You got to take care of the ball on those unforced passes like that.
17-point lead. Cats inbound the basketball with it now. Circling. Merrill. Outside now. This is Reed. Reed now. Off to Damon, who's unstoppable. Puts up another shot and hit it. She is playing unbelievable basketball. Well, this is her hometown, so you know she's wanting to play well here.
Yeah, absolutely.
She now has 16 points, and the Cats are blowing this thing wide open. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. It is all Indiana Wesleyan. 53-34. 6:34 to go in the third quarter. We're back in 30 on 860 ESPN Radio. Should I eat this popcorn? Should I? Good. I don't know, but don't you go dine on me, Jay. Roger, did the fog finally lift? I'm talking about you could not see anything this morning.
No, we were driving up here. I was scared to death. Lately, my hands were in the safe. Stephen Gidley.
There was one time we couldn't even see the stoplight.
No.
I mean, luckily we had a car in front of us that we about hit.
But we found our way to Coney Island.
Yeah, that was the important thing. Boy, there's a collision down low there. Kunkel and Nutley are playing like it's an NBA game down there. They lob it down inside, turning, shooting, and getting fouled. And this is Crawford, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws, and that foul is called on Merrill. Right now we have 2 on Van Dyke, 2 on Rose, 2 on Reed, 2 on Merrill, 2 on Frazier, 1 on Trexler, 1 on Reed, 1 on Parker, and 1 on Lawrence.
Yeah, a lot of fouls to go around.
Yes, there are. And the first free throw is good. One thing they do is make free throws.
Yes.
So Crawford hits the first one. They have missed 2 free throws in the entire game, and they're down 18. This free throw is good.
Yeah, if they're any worse at the free throw line, this thing's like 30-point game.
3, 4, 5, 6. They have made 8 field goals the entire 3 quarters. 3-point game. No, that was off the moment she let it go. Inside those shot up. No good, boy. Getting that rebound and missing a layup with Merrill. That's about 7 layups that we've missed in the ball game, and still lead it by 17. Down low, there's traveling.
No.
Now what they call? Another foul. Oh, my. Well, that's on Reed. That's her third.
Yeah.
Although she's the first player to get 3 fouls. And you're still up 17 with 6 minutes to go. This is a long running ball game because of all the fouls. Every other game's way ahead of this one. Here's a shot down low, inside by Crawford, and the ball went out of bounds. And they touched the last one with Wildcat ball. I'll tell you, Coach is doing a great job the last 3 or 4 ball games on keeping fresh troops out there.
Yes, yes.
Quick scoreboard update. Marion after 3 leads Taylor, but just by 5, 47-42. Mount Vernon 13 points over Huntington, 60-47. And it is Grace 45, Bethel 30. Cats with the ball, trying to go with it now, outside. Dropping it off, driving inside, and forgetting the basketball that time was Rose. She was going to the basket, but she didn't have the hoop. Now they go down inside. They're trying to finally get something to go inside, but there's nothing down there. Now they throw it on the wing. Shot clock down to 15. Great defense by the Wildcats this whole ball game. Playing very physical. Shot clock down to 8. They go inside. They drive inside, put up a shot, and miss a wide open layup. Now a rebound is good. Getting that putback was Crawford. That's their first field goal of the second half. And we have a timeout on the floor. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. 4:56 to go in the third. Cats up by 15. We pause for 30 over 860 ESPN.
The other free throws, right?
Yeah. What did the coach want?
The shot clock.
What?
The shot clock is also.
Oh. Boy, the Wildcats, if they can win this ball game, would be all alone in third place in the conference. Behind Marion and Mount Vernon, who right now are on pace to win. And you come into St. Francis and you beat them anytime. This is a big victory.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard Coach Ray talk about how tough it is to play in this place. And so to hold on to a victory like this would be amazing. A great moral boost for the Wildcats going into the rest of the season.
4:55 to go here in the third quarter of play. Cats trying to inbound the ball. They are really extending their defense right now, coming out to guard the Cats wherever they have the basketball. This is Lawrence now going on a little bit of a weave. Shot clock down to 14, down low. Lawrence looking, driving, stopping, going inside, and getting called for a charge.
Oh, jeez.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 fouls to 7.
Yeah. That was like a weak one. That was more like a flop.
And Ethan Wheeler has not complained on one call.
No.
Maybe he needs to complain on a couple of calls. Because when you're up 15, what do you complain about, right?
Yeah.
Well, they drive inside and put a shot up and in. That was Parrott. That's the first time in a while they've scored back-to-back baskets, and all of a sudden it's a 13-point game. Yeah, we don't want to let them get going here at this building.
No, you got to close out this quarter.
And a pass thrown away. They got a wide-open layup down here, and they will score.
And those are those sloppy turnovers.
That was Dunnick, and they scored 6 points in about 6 seconds. And its 18-point lead is now down to 11. Cats just kind of playing crazy basketball right now, not getting after it. Now they drive inside. Three-pointer. Damon's unbelievable. Damon is unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. She has now got 19 points, and the Cats back up by 14. They put up a 3 and miss it. And the rebound taken down by the Cats. Man, oh man, oh man.
I could just watch her shoot a basketball.
She's going to be the conference player of the week. There's no question about that.
Just unbelievable.
Now trying to drive with it. Lawrence goes inside and missed it. She just can't get anything to go. She's not scored a point this week. She is, and she's getting fouled about every time she goes to the basket, too.
Yeah, I wonder if we're pushing our luck with her right now with how she's feeling.
They try to drive down inside. Got a lot of big bodies down there, though. Now they drop it down inside. Here's a little hook shot. That is not even close. Thrown up and missed that time by the big girl down low. That is Kunkel. And the Cats with the rebound. 2:50 to go in the third. Back up by 14. On the outside with the ball, this is Reed. Reed now looking to go. They're just running that shot clock as well they should with the big lead. Now on the outside trying to go, Damon. Damon now to Van Dyke. Shot clock at 4. Better put it up. Lawrence puts up a long bomb and good rebound by the Cats and a foul.
Great rebound by the freshman.
Going in to get that ball was Haley Rose. Got Trexler coming in for the Cats.
Oh, Haley squad coming in.
Oh, you got a whole slew of players coming in. You got
good luck, JB.
Parker coming in for the Cats. You got Trexler coming in for the Cats, and you got Frazier coming back in for the Cats. Well, you keep fresh troops out there. You got depth. Yeah, it's one thing you really got an advantage in this game. Now inside Frazier got hammered, no call. Rebound Trexler. Now a three-pointer is no. May have shot that a little too quick. That was Parker. Cats get another rebound. And but in and a foul.
Back-to-back offensive rebound.
Wow. Frazier, Nutley, and Damon have scored all, you ready for this? All but 8 of the points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What I love to see, too, this is one thing that's always made me a big Wildcat fan with men and women, is Jordan Reed comes out of the game right there. She hasn't scored yet, struggling. Coach Whaley, heads up play.
They forgot it was a one-shot foul, and Trexler went in and got a wide-open layup.
That kind of stuff against the goal.
Unbelievable.
We got a timeout, so I'll share my thoughts on the coaches a little later.
The Cats are blowing this game wide open on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. 2:06 to go in the third. 60-42 Indiana Wesleyan back in 30 on 860 ESPN Radio. Indiana University wins the Big Ten Open over Nebraska 68-55. So both the Hoosiers and the Boilermakers start 1-0 in the Big Ten. It's really strange. They're playing a game this week and then early next week, and then you don't play another conference game till January. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, weird scheduling, and I'm glad I'm not in charge of scheduling for those types of games, but Coach was great. Obviously throws a wrench in things. Let's see how the Wildcats close out this quarter. One thing I was talking about is with Coach Whaley, Coach Tonigo, and really all the assistants too, is how well they encourage players, even when they're struggling. Jordan Reed came off the floor. She hasn't scored yet. So Coach Whaley meets her with a high five, a hug, and a big smile, and just really trying to lift up his players. Right now we see so much toxic coaching in sports where we're yelling at kids all the time and putting more fear in them than we are joy. And I think when you're playing happy, you're playing at your best. So I love to see that from this coach.
Boy, and you got to feel sorry for Maddie Lawrence. She couldn't throw it in a swimming pool right now. She hasn't scored the whole weekend, yet she's played a lot of basketball and getting a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
Cats up by 18. Here's a three-pointer. That's not even close. Thrown up and missed that time by McKnight. They get the ball and another foul. My goodness gracious. We're going to be here till 8:30. A really men's game.
It's funny, it feels like we should be up 30, but at the same time, I also don't know how we have an 18-point lead with this foul call. There's so many.
So that foul is called on Merrill, and that's her third. Luckily, again, only 2 Cats with 3 fouls, and those 2 players are Reed and Merrill. And the first free throw is good. And of course, they're making every free throw.
They're shooting a great percentage.
That's McKnight. They missed 2 the whole day.
Yeah.
All day. Second free throw is...
here we go.
Oh, good.
What?
You gotta be kidding me.
There's a box out.
Got to be kidding me.
What exactly was she holding?
It said Trexler undercut her. Trexler held her position. The girl jumped over her, committed the foul, and then touched to the free throw line. All right. That's the way it's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 fouls on the Cats. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on them. Yeah.
Figure that one out.
And this free throw is good, so getting 2 gift points there. That time was Dunnick. And now the lead down to 15 again. Wow. Outside with the ball, Damon. Damon lob it down inside. And keep playing. What happened there? I was screened by everybody.
Yeah, I couldn't really see much either. I saw it go through Trexler's hands.
I thought they tried to lob it down to Trexler, and the next thing I know, the ball was coming their way. Here's a three-pointer. That's not even close, and a rebound to the Cats. This team cannot shoot from the outside. Now on the outside, here's Frazier with 3, and that is no. And the ball on the deck, and now what do we have?
Jump ball.
Jump ball, and it's their ball. Wow. We are going to start the men's game about 8:30. Every other game in the conference is almost over. Oh, yeah.
Because we'll have a 20-minute break after this game, right?
Goodness.
And the free throw differential, 22 for St. Francis, 6 for Indiana.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Minute to go in the third quarter. Cats still with all this craziness going on, up by 15, and now a steal by Frazier. Frazier coming across the line. Made us go coast to coast. She will, and she will score. Thank you. And that probably was a charge.
No, I kind of thought so too.
And of course their coach is going Nate crazy.
Yes.
So Frazier gets another basket. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 for Lily Frazier. Foul is whistled, and that's 4 now. They've called 4 fouls somehow on Dunnick. And to the free throw line to shoot 1 is Frazier, and it is good. And that really helped because now you're back up by 18 again, equaling your biggest lead.
Big time.
Boy, they can't even get the ball to the timeline right now. Great defense by the Cats. Now they finally do break the press. Down to 40 seconds. Here's a 3, air ball. I've not seen a St. Francis team look this really frustrated.
Yeah.
I mean, the defense has really got them upset.
Yeah, I was going to say, credit goes to the Wildcats on that. Lily Frazier now has 20 points. Kelly Damon 19 on 5 of 6 from behind the arc.
Well, they won a national championship 7 years ago in women's basketball, but this team really has been taken to the woodshed. Trexler got a pass, got hammered, and no call. So, Trexler was listening to the coach, and the referee threw the ball at her.
Yeah.
I was surprised they didn't call that a turnover. Inbounding now, Damon with the basketball. We're down to the final 28 seconds. You're going to have to let them have the ball at least once more in this third quarter.
Yeah.
Trexler looking to go with it, kicking it out now to Damon. Shot clock down to 8. Three-pointer, Frazier, air ball.
Yeah.
Not a good shot there. I'm sorry, that was Parker. Now they drive inside, got cut off.
Good.
And we're down to 4.
Don't do that foul. Nope. Saw that one. That was a foul. You can't reach around her body like that. Saw that coming.
So that foul is called on Frazier, and that is her third.
So that would be 23 and 20.
They set a conference record for free throws allowed in the game.
Oh, man. They're 18 of 22 right now from the free throw line.
Unbelievable.
And that's a lot for an NBA game.
Yeah.
3 quarters of
I wouldn't know. I've watched an NBA game in 5 years.
That was a good one.
Here's the first free throw. That's not even close. You know, they asked me why the Pacers have the worst attendance in the NBA. I said, you ever watch the NBA?
Yeah.
There's a lot of other better basketball in this state than the NBA basketball.
I'll start right here with Indian Wesleyan, won't you?
Yep. They do make 1 and 2 on the free throws. 3 seconds. Oh, pass down.
Like this.
Gonna get a 3 off, and it is. Oh, man. After 3 quarters of play, the Wildcats 63, St. Francis 46. Final period coming up after this 60-second timeout.
Lucky, that's right. On December 20th and December 22nd, Eating in a Wesleyan Athletics is giving all Grant County residents free tickets. That's right, free tickets on December 20th and December 22nd. Bring your entire family, your neighbors, and all of your friends, and pack Lucky for free Wildcat basketball for all Grant County residents. Visit IWUWildcats.com for the complete schedule and more details. When you break it down, most financial institutions don't have much to separate them. That's why customer service is so important. Focus on the credit union has been serving Grant County for 70 years. And no one is serving you. They pride themselves on quick local service with a personal touch. From checking and saving accounts to IRAs and loans. Come to Focus with a personal touch. Not a luxury voucher. An animal Marion.
Well, back we are here in downtown Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis. Wildcats just got to play good basketball, solid basketball this last 10 minutes, and they're going to go to 3-1 in the conference. They lead St. Francis 63-46. I'm remembering what Coach said. He said his entire time as an assistant coach with Greg Tonigal or a head coach with the ladies, he's never seen a game played in this building that was decided by by more than 7 points. Well, right now he's got a 17-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting it done on the defensive end, and that's where basketball starts. Sometimes you have an off shooting night. Sometimes things aren't going your way offensively, but you can always be in control of what you want to do defensively. And Coach Whaley has these ladies playing perfectly on the defensive end of the ball, creating a ton of turnovers. That turnover margin, 13-11. And again, Indiana Wesleyan's turnovers just kind of sloppy, aren't they?
And what you want to do right here is not come down and shoot in the first 5 seconds of the shot clock. You've got plenty of time with the basketball to take your time and make them play defense. So the Cats with the ball starting the 4th period. You're up by 17. Here's Frazier, who's had a great game. They go inside, now kick it back outside. Here now is Van Dyke. Van Dyke now, no place to go. They're just running some clock. Damon outside, Van Dyke, 8 on the shot clock. Here now, driving inside and getting hammered. No question about that. Yeah. What's amazing, you can hammer Nutley and you won't even budge her.
The defender still fell.
She went in there, looked like George McGinnis going to the basket. 4 bodies went flying, and I think they could have called a foul on any one of those 4 players. My goodness, she's strong. I can't imagine her she's just half a year out of high school. Can you imagine her in high school what she looked like? My goodness. So she's got 2 free throws here. And taking her time, put the first one up and got it. She has got 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. That may be a career high for her. This is the first game I think she started all year. And missed that free throw, and she
get her on the rebound. Oh, Dunnick fouled out on that play too, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Dunnick's out of the game. Yeah. 4 points for her. Cats up now by 18 with 9:30 to go in the ball game. Wow. And of course the big show is coming up. You talk about a wild game. That men's game is going to be something else.
Here's a question for you, JB.
Double dribble there, no call.
Who would you want shooting a 3-point shot to save your life?
Damon or Largie? Damon.
Damon just looks like every shot's going in. What do we have here? We got a foul in the water foul. You're kidding me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is on Parker. That is her second. Wow. 9:09 to go in the ball game, and the Wildcats with an 18-point lead. Looking to come inbound. They bring the ball down low, inside a hook shot, not even close, and the rebound controlled by Nutley. They're taking some St. Francis really bad shots.
Yes.
Inside now, bring it back outside. Nutley at 3 is good. What can you do? Goodness. goodness.
I did not expect that.
There's your biggest lead right there at 21 points.
I believe that's a second three for Nelly.
Inside, a wild shot, not even close. They get the rebound, put that up and in. Following her own shot and making a nice play there was Fueling. That's just her third point of the game. Cross the line inside Van Dyke, put it up and in.
Play.
We're just scoring at will right now.
Yes, great pass by Jordan Reed.
8:25 to go in the game, and the Cats have a 21-point lead. I don't remember ever beating St. Francis by 21 points. Here's a three-pointer. That's not close. Rebound up, and good in the foul. So Crawford hits another one, and she'll go to the line to shoot a free throw, and who's that foul on?
On Reed.
That is on Reed, and that's her fourth. So, Damon's going to come out. Merrill back in. They're just keeping fresh troops out there. Man, the men have been in the locker room for about 2 hours. Probably all taking naps down there. So Crawford puts the free throw up. That was a horrible free throw. Not even close.
Oh, my gosh.
And somehow they got the rebound and another foul. And that's on Dudley, and that's her second.
This game could go on for a while if we're going to keep fouling like this. This is just
23 fouls on the Wildcats. Wow. Moat, you show up 19 with 8:09 to go in the game. So looking inbound, they do. Put that shot up, and that's no good. And another shot up, and that is good.
What are they calling here?
So Kunkel got that basket to go, and she's going to shoot another free throw. So that foul is whistled on Frazier, and that is her fourth. My goodness gracious. And the free throw is good. They don't miss free throws. So suddenly it's a 16-point game. I'm not in a panic right now, but my goodness, can't we run a little clock? And now Drexler just traveled.
This is the stuff that you've got to maintain momentum. Home court advantage, it's easy to get momentum going, and these types of plays make it tough. Now, the amount of foul calls are making it really hard to get in a rhythm and stay in a flow. But Indiana Wesleyan's just got to rise over that.
Is there a curfew here in Fort Wayne with basketball? We may be here till midnight.
I've got a curfew tonight to watch this Big Ten championship game.
16. Well, you're not going to be able to get that. Here's a steal now by Frazier. Frazier going all the way down the floor, getting fouled all the way, and they finally call a foul after she took the shot. Oh, my. So now, that's on Pate. That's her second. 7:45 to go in the game. Marion did beat Taylor 60-56, so Marion now goes to 4-0 in the conference. They're 9-2 overall. Taylor 1-3 in the conference and 5-7 overall. And hitting both free throws is Lily Frazier.
Marion only won by 4. Is that
also a final here? Mount Vernon over Huntington, 74-63. So Mount Vernon now 4-0 on the year, and Huntington falls to 0-4 in the conference. They're really struggling. They're 2-9. Cats up 18, 7:30 to go in the ball game. Here's a long three, didn't even draw the iron, and that should be Wildcat ball. So the two teams that are perfect in the women's conference race, Marion and Mount Vernon, have won. Their buses have left the gymnasium, and we still have 7:25 to go in this ball game.
And about 40 fouls left.
40 more fouls coming. Outside with the basketball, and the Cats almost lost it, but then it got regained it. And now what do we have? Now what's going on? I'm not sure. Shot clock again, I think.
28.
Wow.
Oh, they're saying
doesn't it make you question the officiating when two of the games in your conference start at the same time this game did, and the games are long over and teams are on their buses coming home, and we still have a good half hour of basketball in front of us?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the doubleheader. Are you?
Yeah. You like it? On Saturdays, yeah.
I just don't like, because if I'm the men's team, you just have no idea how long it's going to be till you play.
Maybe another hour.
I know, you're just sitting around. I think that's tough. As a coach, I'd like to know exactly what time I'm going to start playing.
Frazier gets the ball down low now. Inside Trexler put a shot up and got hammered, and she'll shoot two. So, Adriana Trexler gets fouled. That foul is called on Kunkel, and that is her second. They called 7 fouls in this quarter in less than 3 minutes. So that's a foul every 20 seconds. Frazier comes out, gets a nice hand. Man, she is really developed into a heck of a player. So Trexler shooting 2. First one is good.
We've had 38 foul calls this entire game.
Oh, that's this start. Did you say 50? There'll be 50 fouls in this game. This free throw is no good. And the rebound controlled and taken down by Shelton. 38 fouls in about 30 minutes of basketball.
Yeah.
Amazing. They bring it down on the wing. This is Crow. Drop it down low. Backing, no place to go. Now they'll drive inside. Now kick it back outside. Now they go back inside again. They look like a team that's up by 20 rather than down by 20. Now they drive inside and about to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Uncle made a layup and another foul. So how many fouls is that? 39.
39.
Yeah, keep the fouls for me.
Well, got
See if we can get to 50.
We're getting there. And that's
there will be teams that will be home watching film of their game, and this game will still be being played. Wholesale substitutions now by Ethan Whaley. Trexler out, and also Reed out. Back on the floor are Parker, and coming back in is Lawrence. Cats by 17. Free throw is good. 3-point play by Kunkel. Makes it now 72-56 Wildcats, and they're full court pressing. Lawrence with the ball. Boy, Lawrence, this is easy to get a basket for her own goodwill.
Yeah.
Has not scored the entire week on the outside, and she has had some great games for the Wildcats.
Oh, yeah,
this year.
absolutely.
Now they get it down inside to her, and she got hammered, and now we got 40 fouls. I'm going to keep that count up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and keep the count of the fouls here. Lawrence going to line to shoot 2. This may set a conference record for fouls, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We want to be able to substantiate an all-time record for fouls in a game. Lawrence at the line, puts the first one up and got it. No, I got the foul count right there.
40 fouls.
Yeah. And they didn't call half of them. Here's another free throw, and that's good. Lawrence has now got 2 points in the ball game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Cats have now scored. Here's a shot and another foul, so there's 41.
There's 41.
This gentleman here has called about 35 of them, too.
That's time.
C.O.'s twin brother. Yeah. Every time I see that, man, I think of Chris Oliver. It obviously got to be some relation to C.O. It got to be. So now coming out of the lineup is Merrill, because that's her 4th foul. And now at the free throw line is Fueling. I'm serious. I bet the teams are taking naps right now. We're taking naps in the locker room.
I see some of the men's team over here kind of sitting around.
First free throw is no good. Wow. People coming in to watch the men's game can't believe they think, what's this game going on here? Crawford at 1 and 2. It's now a 17-point Wildcat lead with 6:07 to go. And there's a bad pass thrown away. And a layup up and in. Getting that bucket for them was Pate. And now it's a 15-point game. This game's a long way from over. Cass has got to come down and just pass the ball around and then throw it out of bounds with 1 second so they don't stop the clock.
Please on this clock.
15-point lead with 5:40 to go in the ball game. Just passing the ball around, trying to run clock. Now on the outside, dropping it off, driving inside. Here is Damon. Damon just threw it up and not even close, and they went and got the rebound. Now to 5:24 to go in the game. They drop it down. Traveling, no call. Outside now, Fueling. Fueling down, drop it low. Now Kunkel.
Oh my
and
gosh.
there's 42 fouls. So, more free throws coming. Hey, I've seen teams with 5.5 minutes come back from 15 down. This game is not over.
Right. Especially when they can score without the clock.
Especially when the officials are calling this thing.
Yeah.
So now you got Kunkel shooting 2, and the first one is good. Now it's a 14-point game with 5:13 to go. And this free throw is good. Now it's a 13-point lead with 5:13 to go. And they've extended the press the entire length of the floor now. We have another new Wildcat coming in, Jordan Reed. Well, again, Marion and Mount Vernon both won, so they're both 4-0 on the year and 9-2 in the conference. So if the Wildcats win this one, they'll be a game out of first in third place. Frazier, long pass down. Damon nearly lost the ball. I'm really surprised they called that Wildcat ball. I thought they were going to give that back to St. Francis. We got 21 seconds on the shot clock. Just dribble 21 seconds and hand him the ball. Try to keep the clock running. Damon on the outside now. Less than 5 to go in the game. You're up by 13. Frazier backing outside now. Three-pointer up. Three-pointer not there. Parker missed the shot. Now it's 1st and 10 on the 20 and a jump ball.
He stays.
And whose ball is it? It will be St. Francis ball. They come down here to 3. We got a 10-point game.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, we've got to buckle down here. Tough part is, man, just no flow in this game whatsoever, is there? I mean, it's just so much stoppage.
Wow. That's my only comment right now.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. So the Cats extending a press here just to make them work the ball up and run clock. That's not a bad idea.
Not at all.
Outside is Parrott. Drop it down low inside. Now here is a pass in down low and a foul. More fouls. More free throws.
I mean, literally exaggerating how straight up.
43 fouls in the game. And to the free throw line now goes Crawford to shoot 2 more.
The best part is we got here 3 hours early because we had lunch at 10.
Yeah, we had lunch about 4 hours ago.
Chili and hot dogs for breakfast.
And the free throw is good. We had breakfast at Coney Island, man. It was great.
That was phenomenal. I got to check it out.
Take a 2-hour break in between games to go to Costas. This free throw is good. Now it's an 11-point game. 4:32 to go in the game, and this thing is a long way from over. Yeah. I'm thinking triple overtime, maybe.
Oh, my goodness.
We may have 75 fouls called in this game. 4:32 to go in the game, and they're really full court pressing now. They got their entire team on this end of the court. Cross the line with the ball, Frazier. Frazier on the outside, get it off to now to Van Dyke. Van Dyke dribbling around. They brought the pizzas for the players. Those are going to be ice cold by the time this game's over. Now trying to drive inside. Went inside and got it swatted. They come down the floor. They put up a three, and it is good. That is big. And we got a timeout. We got a ball game. 4:03 to go in the ball game, and we are in the process of blowing a 20-point lead. 74-66 Wildcats up by just 8. We got timeout on the floor, and we'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
It was awful.
Dennis,
Yeah.
you know one of these 3 guys? They ought to be fired. 43 fouls they've called. Well, we were laughing about it when I brought it up when we were up by 20.
Yeah.
Now you're up by 8.
Well, the thing is, St. Francis has been able to score so many points without the shot clock, without the clock running. With all these foul calls, this is everything that St. Francis wants right now.
This quarter's only half over.
Yeah.
They have about 30 more possessions. Now they extend the press again.
Oh, God.
And the Cats almost threw the ball out of bounds, and they just dribbled it out of bounds. Whoa. Did we get a good call there? My goodness gracious. That looked like that ball went off Frazier. I'm not sure the officials got a good view of it.
Yeah.
I think we did.
That's a bailout.
Trying to inbound the ball. Damon kicking into Van Dyke. Just run clock. Do not take an early shot. We're down to 14 on the shot clock. Frazier now to Damon. They're really guarding her. Outside now Van Dyke. Shot clock at 8. Shot clock at 6. Shot clock at 5. Van Dyke put it up. Big bucket there. Big bucket there.
Needed that.
Now you're up by 10 with 3:30 to go in the game. They come down inside, and this is a wide open layup. Ball knocked out of bounds. What do we have?
That's IWU ball. I just want to call it. 2 possessions there without a whistle.
I think that's the first time they have shot a ball, and there's been a rebound that they gave it to us in this quarter.
Yes.
Outside now with the basketball. Dribbling it up is Damon, and traveling.
I just don't know what to say. This is just
Wow.
unbelievable.
That's all I can say is wow.
I know. I don't even know what to talk about with this game because it's just whatever you do, there's going to be a whistle for them.
Inbounding the ball. They kick it inbounds to Parrott. They don't want to run too much time.
No.
There's 3:13 to go in the game, and they are down by 10. Now on the outside with it, this is Crow. Crow looking, stopping, outside, now inside. Now they put a shot up, and good. That was fueling. She's got 5, and it's an 8-point game. Now Cats with the ball. 2:54 to go in the game. Frazier, long pass down. Now Damon. Cass is dribbling around. Now on the outside, going with it is Reed. Damon. Damon looking, back outside. Shot clock down to 10. Now on the outside, here is an inside pass to Frazier. They threw it out of bounds, but they hit it last. 4 on the shot clock, 2:31 on the game clock.
What kind of inbound play do we have here from the baseline? This is
throw it in bounds and just hold it and let the shot clock run out because you're running clock. They throw it in bounds. Here is a shot at the shot clock buzzer. It's blocked. Crawford coming the other way in a hurry. The lead is 8. Here's a three-pointer, and that is no. Big miss there and a big rebound there by Damon. Damon trying to dribble around. Long pass down. Now with the basketball is Reed. Outside, just running clock. 2:09, 2:08, 2:07. How about Frazier was going to turn an ankle there for a second. Now inside at 2 minutes and they just threw the ball away.
Why?
And a wide open layup is good.
That's the turnovers there, just like they're unforced.
That was Parrott. Now it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, why?
Now it's a two-possession game right now. With the basketball. Place is going nuts. Here now is Damon. Long pass down to Reed. Reed on the outside. They're not even looking to score, and they just threw it away again.
Man, oh man.
90 seconds to go in the game. A three-pointer here. We got a one-possession game. Now they come across the line. Loose ball. Picked up on the outside. 90 seconds to go in the game. They're down 6. Now they try to go inside. Now a three-pointer is no. And a rebound to the Cats. That's your biggest stop of the season. That was your biggest stop of the season. Now a long pass down to Damon. They need to foul right here, and they finally do. With 1:07 to go in the game, that's foul number 44.
Oh, man. Luckily, both teams are
There's going to be some men's games at halftime before this game's over.
Tom goes over there yawning in the hallway.
Wow. So now what do we have? We have Damon at the line.
Yep.
Final scores, Goshen beat Spring Arbor 70-56. First free throw by Dana, not even close. So Goshen, I thought they were a much better ball club than people thought, and they beat Spring Arbor. That's a big loss for Spring Arbor. This free throw is good. Good.
7-point lead, that's what we needed.
So 7-point lead with 1 minute to go in the ball game. They have to have 3 possessions to get back in it. Cross the line they come. Now here's a jump ball. Which way's the arrow going? I think it's IWU ball. Oh, it's IWU ball. That's a turnover.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Stephen. What was the other score there? I didn't get all the scores. And Grace blew out Bethel, and that's a big upset. Bethel only had one loss in the conference. Grace beats Bethel 74-51, and we have got a timeout on the floor. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, 58 seconds to go in the ball game, 77-70 in favor of the Wildcats. We're back in 30 seconds on 860 ESPN Radio. So every game is now long over, except this one. Marion and Mount Vernon are both 4-0. If the Wildcats hang on, they'll be all alone in third at 3-1. So wow. This could be a very big ball game for them.
Very big ball game, yeah.
I think they're asking how many timeouts they got left. The question is, how many fouls can we call?
Where are we at, 44?
They probably want to know what the record is. Get their name in a record book. 44 fouls have been whistled in this game, and you got to think with 58 seconds, they got to come out and foul.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot. Their head basketball coach, Jason Ridge, has got to won about 6 more possessions, so he's got to create fouls. Wow.
Indian Western has 1 full timeout left.
So here we go. Lawrence inbound, looking, gets the ball inbounds to Frazier, and she got fouled. You knew that was coming. There's foul number 45. I think this is probably a conference record.
I would like to find that out.
It's got to be close. In regulation.
Yeah.
Not 4 or 5 overtimes.
Right.
So coming back in is Nutley. Going to the free throw line for the Wildcats is Frazier, who's playing with 4 fouls, and she'll be shooting 2 free throws. First one is good. So now you're back. You're up by 8. That's 3 possessions. You have to really go crazy to lose this one now. And that free throw is good.
Now 3
Frazier in the ball game now has 25. Boy, what a night she had.
Yes.
Less than a minute to go. Cats up by 8. They lob it down inside. Now looking to go with it. They're just running clock like they're up by 10. Now they dribble the ball out of bounds, put up a shot, not even close. Out of bounds off the Cats with 37 seconds to go.
Doesn't reset.
So I'm not sure what's going on here. And we want a timeout. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, Ethan Whaley's called for a 5-minute timeout on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. 37 seconds to go in the ball game, and we pause for this 60-second timeout. Who's got the ball?
Fumbled it.
Who's got the ball?
Oklahoma State.
Are they in the white? How much time? 9 minutes. Oh, okay, that's plenty of time. What's the score?
21-13. Baylor.
on the clock, in between games.
I'm going to die.
We are back at the University of St. Francis, and the referee is having a big laugh about this ball game because he's probably getting paid by the minute.
Well, he's playing like he's getting an
overtime check.
You bring your sleeping bag, JB?
My goodness.
I need to catch an ass in between games there.
Well, it's been a very physical game, but unbelievable.
See, Wildcat ball, we can score here. I'm sure they're going to foul.
26 fouls on the Wildcats. I'm not sure. I'm surprised they got players on the floor. Now Damon, they're trying to foul her. They can't. Now they finally come out and foul Lawrence. There's foul number 46. I think we're going to get the 50. And then we got to go to the record books. Yeah, that could be a record. So,
I wonder if I SID can go get us some Coney dogs. Between games there.
I think Big John's on his third bag of popcorn right now. Fraser going to the line to shoot too. She has got 25 points already. Put the first one up and
get in there.
I think her arms are so worried from shooting she barely hit the rim. Got one more coming. And this free throw is good.
There we go, 10-point lead.
So it's now a 9-point game and a timeout on the floor. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, it is 80-70 Wildcats. We are back in 30 seconds on 860 ESPN Radio. Seconds left in regulation. I think this game will not go overtime. It's 80-70 Wildcats. 46 fouls have been called in this game.
This is what my wife hates about sports. I tell her there's 2 minutes left in the game, honey. I'll be in bed soon, and that's 2 minutes is like 2 hours for her.
And the Cats have stole the inbounds pass, but that is their ball.
Something to look at for the Wildcats. We've been outscored 24-16 in this fourth quarter. Now, a lot of that's free throws, obviously, but
my goodness.
So things to tighten up to finish the game well.
They're just trying to get a three-pointer off here.
Yeah.
Finally inbound the ball. Now they kick it out. There's the three, and it is no. Fight for the rebound. Body flying.
She is aggressive.
And there's another foul. That's number 47. And 2 free throws coming for the Wildcats. That foul is called on McKnight. And now there's 18 seconds to go, and it's 80-70. What was the closest they got? 8? Or was it 6?
6.
Was it 6? Yeah.
Yep.
It was 6.
Yep. And they took a 3 and missed it.
Yeah. Get in there. No. Cats are exhausted.
Yeah.
They may need to just go to a hotel and spend the night somewhere so they can recuperate from this. This free throw is good. And a timeout on the floor. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. 18 seconds left in the ball game. It's 81-70 in favor of the Wildcats. We're back in 30 on 860 ESPN.
Who's got timeouts left?
What's that?
seconds to go in the ball game. I think up 11, you're in good shape.
So we get a no score here.
Well, they inbound the ball, about dribbled out of bounds. Now they go inside. Look like a foul call. Cats with the rebound, and that should do it. We're not going to get the 50 fouls. We got the 47. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second.
Ooh, we made it.
Ethan Whaley said he had never seen a game in this building where the margin was less than more than 7. He just did it. 1 by 11. Final score on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard in a marathon. The Wildcats 81, St. Francis 70. That game, that score was taken off the scoreboard so fast, I luckily had just written it down. We'll be back with about a 2-hour pregame show for the men's game right after this 2-minute timeout.
Basketball season is here, sports fans. With the leaves falling and the weather getting colder, it's time to grab the family for some fun inside Lucky Arena. With both Indiana Wesleyan men's and women's teams ranked in the AI Top 15, Lucky Arena is filled with exciting basketball you won't want to miss. So grab your loved ones, head to IWUWildcats.com to check out the schedule and find your next Wildcat basketball game to attend.
Full time is the best time to see Dave Roberts, the best one tire of Grant County, 16th of the bypass of Marion. Dave knows it won't be long until winter winds will be hit below, so now's the time to have your car serviced by Dave Roberts and his team of outstanding professionals. Set up an appointment this week, you won't have to worry about whether your car is ready to roll and whether it's here. That's what tire Grant County, 16th of the bypass of Marion. For quicker car.
Grant County sports fans, it's time to pack lucky. That's right. On December 20th and December 22nd, Indiana Wesleyan Athletics is giving all Grant County residents free tickets. That's right, free tickets on December 20th and December 22nd. Bring your entire family, your neighbors, and all of your friends and pack lucky for free Wildcat basketball for all Grant County residents. Visit IWUWildcats.com for the complete schedule and more details. God so loved the world, he gave his one and only Son, but whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. You've seen it on signs, you've heard it quoted, and at the church we want to bring it to life. That's another sermon that was an encounter with God. If you want to see your life change, then join us on Sundays at 8:45, 10, or 11:50. We're online at theriver.cc, the River Church located at 759 South Windows Avenue, Maryland.
Mike Graff, the city engineer for Marion, wants to congratulate the Lady Wildcats for the big victory today. He even went out to Missouri and watched them play a pair of games out there this year. When it comes to basketball, you want to watch some great women's basketball like Mike Graff, who is a city engineer in Marion, Indiana. Be sure and check out a Wildcat basketball game. They have a couple of free games coming up where they're going to try to pack the Lucky Arena at no charge. So join Mike Graff and all his friends when it comes to Lady Wildcat basketball. Make it Indiana Wesleyan University. Well, it's time now for the postgame show brought to you by the PC Brick Oven Pizza folks. Stop in for a delicious pizza or something hot off the grill. There's always something to please everyone, plus daily lunch and specials throughout the week.